Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to our Tekkit to the Moon Let's Play adventure. Take it to the moon, take it to the stars, take it as far as you can take it, because we're going to have a good time today. We're going to build a brewing stand, and then once we've got that built, and I don't have to worry about, misplacing the blaze rod, well, then we're going to go on a little adventure to the nether with a jetpack, which of course means that first, we've got to build a jetpack. It's going to be super fly. It's going to be a real good time. It's going to be, I was trying to do a rhyme, but I ran out of time. All right, so there's that. It's cooking away. It's looking great. Jetpacks. What are our options? Does this pack have the potato one that blows you up? Oh, it does have a tuberous. It doesn't seem to be able to start. Maybe if you try long enough. Flying potatoes is a deadly practice. Yeah, this thing will kill you in the most delightfully fun way ever. If you've not watched the Yogscast's Whale Lords series, oh my goodness, let me tell you what. You, my friend, are missing out on one of the best series in Minecraft history. That is just an absolute joyous occasion. I love it. It's maybe not as good as like the Trials of Derpules and all of that. I do think that both of those series, though, this is going to be controversial. I think that they are both a little bit better than the Tekkit series. I love the Jaffa Factory. I love that series. I watch it every year. I take a yearly pilgrimage to watch through the whole thing, but it's not quite as... I think it's a little older, and they hadn't quite fallen into their sort of comedic timing, I think, in a way that they had by the time they got to the Trials series and the Whale Lords series. I'd love another one of those. I mean, it can never be the same with sort of where the Yogscast is now. Very different company. And, that's to be expected with all things considered, but still. Let's focus on the task at hand. So it looks like even if we wanted to build the greatest jetpack, we'd still need either the previous iteration, or at the very least, I keep getting text messages. I hope y'all won't hear those. We'd need some Invar armor. So we could jump straight to the best, or we could just work our way up and kind of like build one on top of the other. Leadstone seems pretty basic. Energy usage, 20 RF. Allows flight when active. Must be worn in the chest plate slot. Seems pretty simple. We can go straight for hardened, though. I don't see a reason to make this one if we have access to Invar. We have to have the leadstone flux capacitor, but we have to have that even if we do, the basic upgrade. We're going to have to build one of those. And this way, we have to, all right, I see where that's going. What about this one? Redstone, what goes into this? This is just Electrum. Redstone thrusters? Okay, all of this looks doable. I think we could probably do all of this if we just want to jump straight to this one. Electrum. Have we built Electrum yet? I don't think we have, because it's a combination of gold and silver. You need the Electrum blend for it. Actually, maybe we have. Hold on. We got Eloria. Yeah, we've got some Electrum. We can make some more, too. We should have a bit of gold. We've got one. We can grind up some of our gold, though. We've got quite a bit here. Let's do that. Let me do some quick maths here and see how much of this we need. I might have done my math wrong, but I think we're going to need 10. And that's a big might. That's a big maybe. I might be off on that one. I may be wrong on that one. Here you go. Take some coal and then take some charcoal. Keep the power coming. Keep it flowing. Can we just increase our output? Is that going to hurt anything? How do you make these faster? Did we ever figure that out? So that's our maximum output. This thing's already full, though. We haven't figured out how to make it go faster. Enter and leave this device. Redstone flux to operate. Uses very little energy to cook food. Nom nom nom. We've yet to figure out how to increase this. I've gone through... Because, I know how to do it in some versions of this mod, but there's so many different versions at this point, and all of them are kind of a little bit different. I'm never sure... We've looked this version up. This version we had to find some weird... abstract, outdated wiki page to find any information about. It was real weird. Okay, iron chest plate. I've already got one. It's got some damage on it, so I'm not sure if it'll let us use it, but for now, we'll say it's fine. Put the 4 of these over here, because we're going to need those for these outsides, and then I guess we'll go straight to the redstone flux capacitor, which is going to require, all right, all the way down to the base. 2 lead, a copper, a sulfur. Oh my gosh, a use for sulfur! And then some redstone. All right, well, that was pretty straightforward. And I do wonder if maybe we ought to make a couple of extra of these in case we need them in the future. I don't see any reason not to. So we'll go ahead and make 4 of them, and then we'll store them and a free slot. It looks like they don't stack, so, oh, that's perfect. We'll stick 3 of them in there. We'll hold on to this one. And the next stage is to upgrade that to the Invar one. So we're going to need some tin, some Invar, and some redstone. I know for a lot of you, this is what you've been waiting for since I resumed making videos for this series. Like, yes, finally, something is actually getting done. You know, this is... he's not just wandering around in caves talking about consoles like any of us care. He's actually building a hardened flux capacitor, and he's going to upgrade it to the... what is this? The redstone flux capacitor. What does this need? Oh, this is the one with the electrum and the diamond. I think all we're missing there is a diamond. Our diamond supplies are decreasing, but as long as we've got gold, we can make some more. And even if we run out of gold, as long as we've got iron, we can make some more. Why is that not working? That's the second time that I have had that issue, even though I definitively, certainly, without any question, have everything we need to get that built. Okay, cool. So there's that piece done. I think that's all we needed for it. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, we could basically sort of outline this whole thing here like that, and then we add our iron chest plate. And then the final component for this is going to be that redstone thruster. Oh boy, we're going to need another one of these. It's a good thing I built one. See, I mean, I wish that I'd, been upgrading it alongside, but whatever. It is fine, though. It's a pretty straightforward recipe when you keep, track of what you need. There we go. So we got that. And then the next components we're going to need are a couple of redstone, or reactant dynamos. What is a reactant dynamo? I'm not sure. Requires fluid fuel and solid reactant. Sounds fun. Also, we need a pneumatic servo. I wouldn't be surprised if we just had one of those lying around, because we built some in the past. And you know what? I was wrong to suggest that we might have one of those lying around, unless you have seen one in one of these chests here, and I missed it, in which case... I apologize, but sometimes that happens. Look, it's doing it with this, too. Do you think it's because there's a variety of glass options? Or do you think it's more likely it's because I don't have any iron? Shan't happen again, though. I'm going to make, 5 of these, even though I only need the 1. We'll stick them in this chest. This seems to be the chest where we store excess materials. Invar gears. Oh, that's pretty straightforward. I like that recipe. I like a recipe where it gives you a shortcut. You don't have to make wooden gears and then stone gears and then blah, blah, blah. And it's a complex, convoluted process. Nope. Very straightforward. Why do I have a stone sword? What am I doing with that? Get out of here. Just yeeting that into infinity. Oh, wait, I do have a trash can up here. I could have just deleted it. It's fine. So a couple of electrum and a hardened glass. So hardened glass, I know we don't have any of. Because why would we? Oh, it does have to be hardened glass, though. Ah, dang. That means we need an induction smelter. Didn't we build one of those? Isn't that what this is? It is. That is what this is. So with this, I think we just put in glass, and then we put in some obsidian. Is that right? And that's going to make... No. What? Oh, it's of course, it's lead. It makes perfect sense. I only need the 1, though. I mean, we made 2, but we only need 1. Because we are going to surround the hardened glass with a little bit of electrum. And see, we've got 3 left over so far, which means I guess I've done a pretty decent job at counting, thusly. Redstone reception coil. It was a redstone one, wasn't it? Let me double check, make sure we're not building the wrong one, because I've done that before. Yeah, okay, gold in the middle. Because there's one that you do with electrum in the middle, and it looks deceptively similar. So actually, I think that's how that goes right there. And then the final component is going to be building these, which is just a bunch of bronze. I shouldn't have said that so flippantly, because I don't actually know if we have any bronze lying around. Why would we have bronze? Have we done anything with bronze? We got copper. We got tin. What do you think the odds are that we can throw those in here, into the induction smelter? Oh? Oh! We're going to need quite a bit of it, but I don't know if we're going to need this much of it, but we'll just let it run. We'll let it do its thing. 28's probably enough, because I know we have to make gears, and I'm hoping against hope. Well, actually, there's a pretty good likelihood that it's the same recipe where you just put the iron in the middle. I'd be down for that. But what happened to my iron? I think I threw some stuff in here earlier, and that's not where any of it goes. So I've definitely made a mistake of my my meager sorting effort from previous video. But we'll address that in the future. When we get into a new location, we'll definitely fix that. So there's the 2 of those. But I think we need 2 for each of them. Oh my gosh, inventory's really crowding up here. But yeah, so we need 4 of those total. I think we got everything we need. Here. So we want to make sure that we do get the... Oh, I hope the Tinker's Alloy works. Yeah, it's from thermal expansion. It says thermal expansion, so... One can hope for the best, right? Oh, redstone, no. Oh, dang it. It's going to yeet it all back out in the ground. Ah, there we go. All right, the 2 of those. This. All right, reactant dynamos, pneumatic servos, redstone flux capacitors, redstone reception coils, a couple of energy conduits via redstone energy conduits, Envar gears. That's not a jetpack. That's the redstone thruster. That's right. I remember now. And then we combine all of these elements together and we make ourselves absolutely nothing. Because what are we missing? I guess it just has to be an unused chest plate, which sucks because that means that this chest plate was basically built for nothing. It's basically going to serve no purpose because are we going to wear it ever again? Probably. I mean, what are the odds we're going to be wearing a jetpack around everywhere that we go? What are the odds that this recipe's not going to work for no real reason? No matter how many times I hold down the shift, I'm going to have to put it in there myself. See, that's why I was kind of assembling it in my inventory, so I would know where everything goes. But there we go. Hover disabled. Allows flight when active. Must be worn in the chest plate slot. I think we can... How do we charge these? Is there a way to charge this? Maybe we have to build some sort of a charging device. Like a charging table or something like that. Let's see what we got. Charger, charge. Do we have to have a battery, maybe? Maybe that's it. Maybe there's a battery. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there's no battery. There's got to be a way to get this power into this backpack here. Oh. Okay, well, Simply Jetpacks doesn't have a way. This is very clearly inspired by thermal expansion. So we'll do a thermal expansion search, and we'll see what they've got to work with. Activate to charge held items. Must remain in hotbar. Use while sneaking to activate. Is that it? Do I have to just use one of these flux capacitors to charge up my red stuff? But wait, how do I charge the flux capacitor? How do you charge one of these? Yeah. Someone explain that to me. Aha! Energetic infuser. Apparently this is the way. It looks a bit like a complicated recipe, but I don't think it's going to end up being. I think it's going to be pretty straightforward. You need your redstone reception coil, your redstone transmission coils, and look at that. That's basically half of the recipe done. Copper ingots. Boy, we are flying high on this one. A machine frame. I wouldn't be surprised if we already had one of these. I believe previously I built a number of them and probably stuck them in chests that are... as always, right in front of me, directly in my line of sight, and I'll probably see them while editing, if they exist, and if they don't, or even if they do, I might not see them during editing. It doesn't matter. There's a machine frame. They're pretty straightforward. And then that pretty much just leaves this. Oh, my goodness gracious. I think we've got this. I think we're going to have this, because I know that I've got an extra redstone block lying around that I didn't use when I was constructing the front of this... Well, whatever this is out here. You know, when I was trying to avoid going to the Nether last time, just having a ball, listening to podcasts, having fun building things. You know, the kind of thing that Minecraft's really all about. Oh, great! Okay, we are back in. And the energetic infuser is filling up. Thank goodness. My gosh, that was a rockin', rumblin' roller coaster of confusion. I tried to pause the recording using Touch Portal, but the pause didn't work. But interestingly enough, the transitions worked. Like, you can do transition, you can do studio mode. But sometimes pause just won't work. And sometimes stop won't work. And I don't know if it's because of how I configured it, or if it's just because it's not as solid an application as I want it to be. So what, I put that in there. It starts to fill up very slowly. That's a lot of RF. It's going to take a while before that's finished charging, and we're going to use up a lot of juice right now with this hardened energy cell. I'm imagining we're going to see it start dipping once this drops to 0, because it's not going fast enough to maintain, and that's a problem. But it's okay. We're going to just leave it there. It's going to take a while. It'll eventually be full, and we can go our own way. I don't know. I was thinking the other day, I'm kind of okay with this application that I've got here, this touch portal stuff, because I'm not doing streaming where, if the button stopped working, it would be a bit of a disaster. And, I'm not relying on it to do recordings every day. But, yeah, so for those purposes, for me right now in my life, this is fine. It's working. But if I was going to get back into streaming or recording or anything like that, this wouldn't cut it, which is why I am saying to all of you at home, try the free version. You can get Touch Portal for free on iOS and Android. The only thing you're missing out on with the free version is you can't customize the number of pages or the number of grids or the background. So I think you can have a maximum of 8 buttons. Get it and try it, and if it works for you, great. Definitely, get the paid version or keep using the free version. It'll run on just about anything, and it's great. You can put it on a tablet, and if you have the paid version, it's $12. You can load it up with a bunch of buttons. Maybe you'll have better luck configuring it than I do. I think I was a little bit harsh on it when I said that, it just stops working and it doesn't work anymore. When really it's just the recording button and the pause button stop working, but then the app continues to work. I can press studio mode, which I just did. You wouldn't have seen anything happen, but that'll change in OBS. But for some reason, it's just the pause and all of that. I don't know. It's strange. In an application that I want to get wholeheartedly behind, I want to see it work perfectly, if I really want to go out there and say, this is a quality piece of tech and I recommend it, then I want it to work perfectly. And, the record button is set up by default, so it's not like I messed up the record button, because it is pre-configured. The only one I configured was the pause button, and I kind of cloned it after the record button. It's not like in the Elgato software, where you say, you just assign a thing to a button and you're done. It's actually a little bit more granular, which is cool in certain ways. So it's sort of like an if this, then that, otherwise that. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So you can configure it, the way you configure it is, if OBS is recording, then pause. If not, resume. So, it's cool in that you can create these trees of command and kind of work your way down them. I like that. It's just, I don't know. It sometimes is not as reliable as other things. That's all I have to say on the subject. So this is staying topped off. This is, interestingly enough, staying, at least consistent. I guess it's because I'm not doing anything else. All of the power we have is going into this thing right now. It's probably enough juice. I just don't want to end up in a situation where I'm flying around in the nether and I fall to my demise. So I'll tell you what, while that's going, I'm going to work on these reinforced chests. The reason we're building those is because we can break them and carry them around, right? I can't type. Reinforced. Here we go. What goes into making a strong box? Oh, that's right. There is one more tier, which requires the... Oh, you know what? We can get Enderium Blend. That's just... Well, what is shiny metal? Is there another way? How do you do this? I was going to say, 10 is easy. Oh, Resonant Ender. Never mind. Well, we can make some more of these boxes here if we wanted to. They're basically double chests in a much smaller space. Are they, though? We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah, they're basically a double chest. So they can't get as spacious as, say, a diamond chest. But how do you move a diamond chest when it's full? Because we could make a bunch of chests like that. We definitely could. But do we have a dolly? There is no dolly. Packaging tape? I think it's just tape. Yeah. Mover? What is this? Hold on, what are you? Rift remover and track remover. Neither of those are useful. Extra utilities would have something. Of all the mods in this pack, I would expect something like that to be in extra utilities. They've got a healing axe. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's where you get the unstable ink. No. Besides that, it's from extra cells, not extra utilities. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. You know what? Let's go ahead and let's just do it. Let's just make ourselves What'll that be? That'll be 14 strong boxes? We can do better than that. I don't know if we can mix and match 10, but one would hope. Yeah, 15 strong boxes. They do not stack. Oh, we could have gone straight to hardened. Oh well, it doesn't matter. This works, sort of. It's upsetting that we've got to do it like this, but this is the way of the world, and we're gonna make it work. Yay, look at that. Nice. And then the final step is to get hardened glass, which we've already done once, and we just need to do a lot more. All right, I had to go fell some more trees to... Is that not correct? Oh, is it just one? It's two. All right, we needed some more obsidian, so I had to go fell some trees. We don't need that much obsidian. 15 maybe will do it. Because let's see, one obsidian crushed gives us... Is it 8? That's too many. It's not 8. We already got 24 in here. What does it give us? 4. Okay. And we need to cook up some more lead. So now we're going to start seeing this thing start to dip, as we've got all of these machines going at once. And we can't quite keep up with demand, but that's fine because this is over halfway there. That's why I'm doing all of this, in case you hadn't figured it out yet. We're just killing time. I did a boo-boo. I didn't realize we'd need 60 hardened glass to upgrade all of these. So, we're gonna need more. We're gonna need more obsidian. That's my bad. Oh my goodness! Hold on. Oh, it got real dark when I did that. That looks cool. That looks awesome. With the trees in the background and the lighting and the cat. Oh man, that's some thumbnail material right there, I do say. So one run of this consumes 8. So that's where I got the number 8 from, and it only produces 2, so it's 4 for each. Goodness gracious. Oh, I had a lot of wood in here. I'd forgotten all about it. And with that, we're topped off. We've got 61, which means we've got enough to do, to manually do this. Yeah, you get the idea. Boom! Look at that. We're going to revolutionize the way we're doing storage here, my friends. And it starts right now by placing down these two. And now we begin the sorting process. Can I just put everything in? Oh, you hold down shift and space. And you can just take everything out and put everything in. That's pretty nice. So we can do that. And then we can do that. Oh. I mean, this isn't really sorting, but it's good for kind of like clearing stuff up while we do this. I think I've thrown all of the chests in one of these now, though, yeah. You know, if we don't want things to go spraying off all over the place while we're in the process of shifting stuff around, then this is great functionality. Love to see this. And look, we're already... We're already, like, way closer to minimizing our number of chests. Look at that, we shrunk it down to this tiny little space. Oh, I forgot about that one up there. Oh, well, you know what? Look at this. How about that? And now, we can start the work of actually sorting. Ah, I'm dying! I've got something radioactive in my inventory. Oh, what was it? Was it the Yellorium? Is that it? Yellorium's radioactive, everyone. Don't touch it. All right, let's talk about the brand new sorting system. Up top, we've got our ingots. We've got all of our sort of dust-related objects or powdery objects. Some of our more solid objects. An empty chest. 2 chests of... to be determined, and as you can tell, they've not really been sorted. There's some stuff in each chest here that could probably be swapped over to the other to save space, but this was just sort of the... I was getting bored. Over here, we have our stones and stone blocks, our cobblestones, our random assortment of building materials, random assortment of blocks, random assortment of soft sort of blocks, in the same vein as stone, but squishier, you know? And a sandstone. I thought I was going to have way more of that. That's why it's got its own chest. And then down here, hey, it's finished! Let's go for a flight. How does this work? It's on my person. There's got to be directions for it somewhere. Get me outside. Fly! Double-clicking does nothing. Maybe we have to, like, let's see. Must be worn. No EMC value. No mention of how to enable it. Right-clicking just equips it. We got, like, shift right-click. Shift click. Shift right-click. What? How do you fly? Fly! Onward! Thrusters ahoy! Shift! Do something! Let's go. It's not safe outside. Let's go back inside. And let's check our key bindings. C to switch modes. Turn on and off with F. But both of these are, like, taken by something else. So maybe we should configure them to something that's not in use. Like 8 to switch modes and 5 to turn on and off. Alright. We'll give that a try. So back outside we go with the creeper. So switch modes with 8. Hover mode on and off, and then we'll leave hover mode disabled. We'll enable the jetpack. Does it use power when enabled? It doesn't, unless you start. Okay. Do I take fall damage with this thing? That's the real question here, because if I do, we're going to need some boots. Some jetpacks you don't take fall damage with. This isn't one of them. This is sadly not one of them. Let's press 8 to enable hover mode, and it's sort of like, I see, yes, sort of like vanilla flying, except you do sort of descend over time. But this changes the game, my friends. How much juice are we using? We're going through juice pretty quick. We definitely can't do this forever, but we do have a ton on board. And we can go hassle this guy. What's up, dude? That's fun. I think as long as we can do like a gentle landing, this is way faster in terms of like getting around. Oh, you want to be delicate on the landing though. Do they have any kind of boots we need to get? Let's see. Boot. Hazmat boot, power armor boot, dash boot, Envar boot, heavy duty boot, trade booth top. Not the same. What about if I just type in like fall? Will it give me some sort of fall damage? It'll give me a fall and meteor. That sounds like a good time, but not particularly, relevant or useful. I'm like a bird, I want to fly away. It's not very quick forward though is the only issue. Like I felt like we'd go the same speed on the ground if we were just running. No, we wouldn't. What am I talking about? Look how much quicker we're going. Look how high we can fly. We can achieve new traveling options. We've literally never gone this far in this direction. This is a first already. So I believe what we have right now is a hardened energy cell. If we create one of these, though, it's got a higher input-output, I think? Yeah. So we could recharge this thing even quicker if we added one of these as like a buffer. And it's not that hard to build, so we might go back to base and do that right now, so we can always keep our jetpack topped off for those incredible adventures we may want to go on. What's going on down here? What is happening? Oh, it's just some weird lighting. It looked like there was something funky going on with the water, but I guess not. Oh, we've made it to the end. There's just more ocean over here on this side. Who would have guessed? How high up can I go? Is there a limit? Is that my volcano right there? Is that what that is? Or is this a... No! Wait, no, there's fresh lava. This is a different volcano. Wow! Okay, I thought I'd go around the outside, kind of following the edge of the island and see what I could find. What I found was another volcano, which is incredible. So if we wanted to come over here and mine this thing for all of its basalt, we could totally do that. And then we can use this basalt back at our base to sort of fatten up our volcano, if we wanted to. I'm not saying we do. So you can't ascend as quickly on hover mode, but I feel like moving forward is, if not faster, it's at least the same speed and is a lot easier, because you don't have to constantly bob up and down, and it probably uses less power. I don't know that. I'm not stating it like a fact. I'm just putting out there, it would make sense for me if it used less juice. Can we descend more rapidly with shift? Yes, we can. Okay. Good. We're going to come in for a landing here. We're going to move fast, because I think everything knows that I'm here now. This is great. Disable. Disable. Back to regular old hoppity. And that did use quite a bit of power, but not all of it. It's not too bad. We will need a fluid transposer to build one of these, so maybe that's a job we can tackle next time. Till then, thank you folks for watching, God bless you, and I'll see you later. Bye!